Tensions escalating in the Middle East. In the last hour, President Donald Trump has responded to attacks by Iran on U.S. military bases in Qatar. He claims no one was hurt or killed and says, "Congratulations, world. It is time for peace."
Yeah, Iran says this was a response to attacks by the U.S. over the weekend. Our Rafael Sanchez-Cruz has been tracking the situation as it continues to unfold. He's here now with the very latest. So what now, Rafa?
Yeah, President Donald Trump's post on social media coming after he reportedly met with top security officials. President Trump saying no Americans or Qataris were killed or wounded in today's retaliatory attacks on the Al Udeid air base, the largest U.S. air base in the Middle East. Now, an estimated 10,000 troops are stationed there. Qatar's military air defense says it's successfully intercepted multiple Iranian missiles flying over Doha. This is in response to the U.S. striking the Iranian nuclear facilities over the weekend. Now, Iran says the number of missiles fired at the U.S. base in Qatar matches the number dropped by the U.S. on Iran's nuclear sites. Trump posting on Truth Social in the last hour, Iran has officially responded to our obliteration of their nuclear facilities with a very weak response which we expected and have very effectively countered. He then proceeds to write, most importantly, they've gotten it all out of their system and there will hopefully be no further hate. I want to thank Iran for giving us early notice, which made it possible for no lives to be lost and nobody to be injured. Perhaps Iran can now proceed to peace and harmony in the region. I will enthusiastically encourage Israel to do the same. Now, the president's response comes as some lawmakers, both Republicans and Democrats in both chambers, are calling on Congress to rein in the president's military powers.
But we expect them to explain to the American people the basis of the strike. What were the results in terms of actually thwarting Iran's capacity to become a nuclear power? And what are the Trump administration plans to avoid another potentially disastrous war in the Middle East?
I don't think this is an appropriate time for a war powers resolution, and I don't think it's necessary. Listen, for 80 years, presidents of both parties have acted with the same commander-in-chief authority under Article 2. It's all politics. This is not a time for politics.
I can tell you, I talked to some Americans living in Qatar. They tell me it was a very scary situation because initially they were just instructed by the U.S. Embassy to shelter in place. They later found out that it was because of this missile attack, but they're telling me they don't feel safe and they're wondering what's next. We'll have more coming up in the 6 o'clock hour.
Yeah, a lot of people are wondering what's next and whether diplomacy really is an option at this point. We will see. Rafa, thank you.
Now, here in our area.